This is how is it? Okay. So 1 minute more and we will start. Woohoo! Ta 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 ta. And you can see I have my twins. Woohoo! Hello, the twins. Keep quiet, please. Don't mess around. Are you ready, my lovely?
I am.
Okay, so hello, Rebecca.
Hello, Orianne.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our weekly Facebook Live. And today, the topic is the lost twin.
Which is amazing. And I have a lost twin. And I've done some constellation work around it, and it changed a lot for me. So it's a really powerful exercise, because generally people with lost twins are go-getters, and they're always looking for that lost twin. They're always seeking. And so we end up doing loads and loads of different things, traveling around the world, which is great. But like, there's always this feeling of like, there's something missing. So when we do a constellation about it, it can be really powerful and help us to just like slow down and, well,
yeah,
a little bit at least.
Yeah, and what I noticed, just first, it was about me. We were three in the womb of my mom. So this is why I have my two lost twins, and they were boys. And she didn't know that at all, but it's with the constellation work I discovered first lost twin, and maybe 2 or 3 years later, the second lost twin came up, and at this time, everything changed in my life. I stopped to be attracted to bad boys, bad guys, because I don't know, I was carrying a kind of guilt, like I was the responsible. Probably I thought I pushed them out or something like that. I don't know what happened, but I was carrying a huge feeling of guilt, and it impacted all my life, and especially my love relationship. So I was attracting guys who had some psychiatric problems, we can say, or difficulties, like my first husband killed himself. And I was in a violent relationship, and I was looking for fusion all time. Fusion, and I was never completely satisfied with one relationship. I was all time looking for another relationship, and it was the other twin, and trying to create a trio, but I resisted because values and Christian principles, and so I wasn't stepping in this part, but I was missing somebody. So spending all my time searching and waiting for, and it was really, really difficult. And when I did this constellation, something happened. I wasn't anymore looking for any bad guys, and I found my partner. You know him, and since then I'm okay. I'm not searching for something more ecstatic, more fusional, passionate, and I'm happy with something soft, cool, respectful, and it changed really, really my life. And another thing, because I listed some symptoms. So for our followers and people who are looking at us at this time, watching this video, I made a list of symptoms to know if you have a lost twin. So if you suffer from dyslexia or a problem with numbers, and this is my case, it was, and I know it's still a little bit difficult with numbers. It's a confusion, because first I thought I was one, and after I discovered we were two, and 2 years later I discovered that we were three. So my head with numbers, it's a big mess. The desire of fusion, it's really something that can be a symptom of a lost twin.
That manifests, I think, a lot these days with people looking for their twin flame.
Yeah, example.
Yeah.
Soulmate. Yeah. Soulmate. Sometimes it's also something, well, not all of time.
No.
And I just want to say that I made a list, but you need at least 5 or 7 symptoms together to be sure that you had a lost twin, because maybe you are somebody who are very attracted to spirituality. It's another symptom, or mysticism, and into this path on spirituality and this kind of thing, and you haven't lost any twin. So you need this, and the desire of fusion, and maybe you are a kind of high potential. This is very fashion today, to be a high potential. So you can be a very, very good, you can be very good at numbers, and very, very good at sports and literature, and an artist, and sometimes you can be overwhelmed with all your talents, because you are so talented in so many different opposite ways, and this is really important. That could be a sign that you are trying to make alive your lost twin. So you are manifesting all talents from your lost twin in your own life. So it's great, because you can do so many things, but it's so difficult to choose a path and a direction in your life. And I can say it was something like that about me. And I was really happy. Well, first I wanted to go to the university and this kind of high school. And finally, after a few years, so many things happened, and I wasn't able to go at the high school. And finally, I was happy, because it was difficult to choose a path. I wanted to learn everything: arts, literature, maybe be a doctor and a psychotherapist, and learn science and theater, and so many things. It was philosophy and the history of religions, and so many ways. I was overwhelmed with this kind of thing. So this is another symptom, being a high potential, very, very talented in so many ways. Another thing, it's the feeling to be lonely, and to miss someone or something. It's sometimes difficult to be sure what you are missing, but this is really, really strong, and you feel a kind of emptiness in yourself. So you try to find the solution through spirituality. You try to find the solution through tantrism or anything.
My experience of that was like, just thinking about it, it's really funny because on the full moon, often on the full moon, and that's probably, could be when it was actually lost, I would often just be like staring at the moon, thinking, come and take me away, come and like, I want to be with you. And I used to really want to be taken away by extraterrestrials. I was like, I wanted to be in that world, and it was really, it's irrational, but I used to do it all the time. Like, I'd feel this existential angst, especially around the time of the full moon, and I'd be like, oh, I don't know who you are, but I want to go home.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, and I don't get that anymore. I actually don't get that.
I don't have anymore. Wow, that's amazing.
I mean, I still like the moon, but I don't get that feeling of
yeah. Yes, and this is
no one understands me. That's the other thing. Like thinking that nobody.
Oh yes, this is another symptom.
Oh right, okay.
Exactly. You pointed the point really, because this is one of the big thing, the feeling of nobody can understand you, and so we are in a quest to find the person who will be able to understand us.
Exactly. And I don't know if this is something, but this is something like all my life until I did something, I can't remember what it was, some schmanicky thing. Everybody's always told me I'm really strong and really powerful, and I felt really strong and really powerful, but to the point where like it would always be, people wouldn't be straight with me because they thought I had everything together and I was so powerful that I could do anything. I could disrupt anything. I could.
Yeah, I know that, really.
This feeling that, and I guess I'm just thinking about this. If you believe that you're responsible for killing your twin, then you will energetically feel powerful, or people will perceive you as powerful because you've got something like that going on. So I don't know if that's on your list, but
well, no, but I think I can add I can add it because I like that, and it makes sense, really. But I want to say to our followers and all the people who are watching now this live, that if you heal the wound about the lost twin, you will not lose your potential. This is really important. Sorry?
You will not lose your potential.
Ah, yes, sorry. You will not lose your potential. Thank you for saying that. And because sometimes I heard about, some artists, they are scared to lose their potential, their creativity, because they have the feeling that if they feel lonely, if they feel missing something, it's the route to make them creative. But you will not lose your creativity if you make peace with the loss of your lost twin. So this is something very, very important to explore.
I think I could add to that. What happens is that your talents can coagulate, and then you've got more potency actually in one talent at a time, instead of like being like split between all those things. And so you can ground yourself more into a few things. I wouldn't say one thing, it's definitely never going to be one thing, but like you can you split your time in a way that's more potent actually.
yeah, and you will concentrate all your potential in one direction, or maybe more.
Time.
But yes, at the time, I think this is the yes, like that we can see at the time, and not be split it. Well, so I think we can move on to the constellation, and I have a case. So maybe before continuing, I just want to introduce you to all the people that don't know you. You are the amazing Rebecca Hanscombe, and you are the director of the Ecstatic School of Movement. And we know each other for more than 9 years or 10 years, and we worked so many times doing constellations in London, but also in India and in Tunisia and in different countries, France, Belgium. Yeah, and yeah, and we mix shamanism. You are also a shaman practitioner, ecstatic awakening dance, and constellation, because this is the best match we can say. It supports each practice, each other, and it's really, really amazing. Yeah.
And this is the beautiful Orianne, if you don't know her already. She runs the School of Systemic Relationship Coaching and Family Constellations.
Yeah.
In French and in English.
Yeah.
And she lives in Portugal with her amazing husband, cat, dog. She's mad about permaculture, and she's absolutely incensed with family constellations. Not just family constellations, every type of constellation on the planet.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
And about constellation, this is a process called family constellation, and it was created by Bert Hellinger. And at the beginning, the habit was to do in a room with real people that represent the different members of a system. So now with the COVID situation, we do online. Well, I started to do online for several years, because when I moved from Belgium to UK, I had my clients in Brussels, in Namur, and they wanted to have constellation. And I thought, well, maybe we can try with Skype. And this is why I am one of the first of family constellation practitioners who dare to practice online. So, yeah. Oh, what's happening here? Okay. So I would like to introduce you to Catherine. Catherine was one of my clients who came because she had a difficulty to find a partner. And she had previously several couple, but after few years, it was all time the same scenario, the same pattern. It wasn't possible to continue the relationship, splitting. And when she came, she was around 40 years old, and she was quite desperate about this situation. So I can, oh, sorry. Yes, so you can see here the field, the knowing field, and my client. And I asked her to place in the field the ex-partner. And another X, and another X. And she was really looking at them. And finally, I asked her if she knew something about pregnancy when she was in the womb, mom's womb, what she knew about this pregnancy. And fortunately, she knew that her mom had to stay in her bed because she lost she bleeded, so, or she bled, I think we say that, she bled, and I was thinking that for the last one to look at him, and I placed another Playmobil behind her. So something is happening here. I need to change something because
do with the photo on the back behind you, I think.
Yes, I need to change something where it is. Oh, sorry for this. I can deactivate the okay, finished. So it will be better now. And so my client was looking at X, and at one time I did that. So you can see they are quite similar. They have a star, and I asked her to say to X, I was confusing you with somebody. And then she was looking eye to eye to this one who was behind, and she was confusing because, and I asked her to say that I was looking through you at somebody I was missing. And it was really, really powerful when she said that. And now, and I asked her to repeat that, and now I can see you, really. And she was able to look at the missing one, and the missing one was a lost twin, because her mom had blood. She lost blood during the pregnancy, and after she was at risk to lose her. And she had to stay in the bed for several months. It happens, this situation. And she connected with the lost twin, and I asked her to repeat, I missed you so much.
I miss you so much.
Yeah. And after I asked her to try another sentence, we had different fate.
We had a different fate.
Oh, you are repeating. Why not? Yeah, and after I put him on the floor, and she was able to just bow in front of the lost twin fate and the lost twin. So she did, and after we place a separation. So the lost twin stayed in the realm of dead people, and she was in the realm of the living people. But before continuing her life, I asked her to say something, well, to try it. And you will always have a good place in my heart.
You will always have a good place in my heart.
Yeah. And so then she was able to turn her back and to look at the future. You. So this is the constellation I wanted to share with you, to show you how it can happen, and how we can heal this wound. So it's an accelerated constellation. Sometimes it can take several sessions, because what I notice when we discover that we had a lost twin, first we need to have some time to digest this news. So we cannot say goodbye just after discovery. Oh, I had a lost twin, and bye-bye immediately. So here it's a very short demonstration, but in the reality, if you join a constellation, you will have some time, 2 or 3 sessions, just to let go the lost twin, to accept that you are the survivor, and just let go any guilt, and accept different destiny or fate. And yes, and you are alive, and your lost twin is dead, and everything is okay. And sometimes what happens when you are part of a group, and I recommend to join a group, it could be online or in a room, but you probably will represent for other people who receive their own constellation, you will represent sometimes the lost twin. So you can feel in yourself, in your heart, in your body, how is to be the lost twin. And what we discover 99% of the time, that it's completely okay to have a so short life. It's really okay, because it was what it was. It was the destiny of this person. And just by representing lost twins for other people, we will embody a kind of knowledge about it's okay to be dead, it's okay to be alive. Yeah. So I need to replace that. Yeah. Okay, so do you have anything to share about that?
Well, for me, that is totally true. What you said in the last bit, when you represent the twin, which I've done many times, the lost twin, like it's just a place of peace. It's not like you don't feel like you've lost out or anything. And in my particular case, one of the, it was like, what I felt was that that it was a sacrifice that had been made, but we both agreed who would stay and who would go.
Yeah.
And that then that twin is then kind of looking out for me. from the other realms, if you like. So we decided to go together. It didn't work, and then so you've still got that twin in spirit almost. So it's like even though I've often felt lonely or whatever, you know, howling at the moon, I also I've put myself in some terrible situations and always been protected.
Yeah.
So there's like, it makes me feel like that is part of what was protecting me when I put myself in these dangerous situations. So it's like, it's fascinating. And when you do find that is the situation, then it can just be a really good resolve.
Yeah.
Everything makes a lot more sense when you realize that. And I never even knew that. And this is a funny thing as well, Orianne. I'm left-handed, and apparently lots of left-handed people have lost twins. I didn't realize that for ages, but like before I met you, I didn't know about the lost twin thing. And I convinced myself that I was going to have twins when I was 28 years old. Wow. Like I thought that I was going to have twins, and I looked after twins when I was like 15. I had a nannying job looking after twins. There's always been twins.
Yes.
So it's like
it's another symptom.
Yeah.
Or like when you buy something, you need to buy two pieces of cake, two buckets, two whole time.
Two bars of chocolate, two.
Yeah. And yes, and what I noticed for some people, not all, but it happens that we are embodying the weight of the lost twin. So we are two in one.
I definitely used to eat for like two people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. So if you enjoyed, if you enjoyed this live and you want to go further, you want to learn this practice, just visit the website Family Constellations with S training.co.uk and follow the YouTube channel and click on the bell to be informed of any replay, because I post all replays from Facebook. I post them on my YouTube channel. And also we have every month, the last Friday, we have a Wisdom Keeper Circle, and you are very welcome to join us. The first time you join, it's for free. And we explore all these question topics, and we do constellation, we do some rituals, we do movements, we do different exercise adapted to you, to this day, to the moon, to all this kind of thing.
And we get to share with each other, share some sister time, and
yes.
have a few giggles.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's very important to laugh.
Yeah, exactly. And and if you want to have a session with Rebecca or with me, just send us an email. And if you send to me, orianne.corman@gmail.com, and you want to connect with Rebecca, I will put in touch with her. So no problem. We share like twins. So I think it's time to close, and I wish a good afternoon, a good life, and
like I'd like to just say, make the most of this Halloween, Samhain, blue moon.
Yeah.
On Samhain. So like all you beautiful witchy women out there, get your ceremony on, do some ceremonial work for this upcoming Halloween, and pull in the new earth energies.
Yay. just do it, and you don't need a big thing
to do it.
Yes,
honor the earth, honor the seasons, honor your life.
And I can say the planet needs that, the humanity needs that, to come back in our bodies, in touch with the planet, with the earth, and do some rituals. And it could be very simple, because it's about your attitude, it's about your spirit, and just making a good meal can be a ritual. Celebrating all the beautiful crops we receive from the planet Gaia.
Yeah.
Yeah, so bye-bye. See you next week. Much love. Des bisous.